If you are an aspiring or even an experienced healthcare consultant and you have no idea what a corporate sales cycle is, you are 100% in the right place. Welcome back. I am Elle, former nursing leader turned healthcare business consultant, and I help healthcare leaders just like you launch profitable healthcare consulting firms and really help you master the corporate sales cycle. And this question came in, and I wanted to share it with you because I'm sure you may have the same problem if you are here. So that question is, how can consultants navigate the sales cycle when pitching to healthcare organizations? Before you convert a client, you have to take them through a sales cycle or through a sales journey. So it's really going to be important for you to understand what that journey is for the type of corporate clientele in healthcare that you're going to be pitching to. So I really want you to understand this so you know the step-by-step sequence that you'll be taking these potential clientele through before you sign the contract and actually start on client fulfillment. So what is a sales cycle? A sales cycle is essentially that lead to client journey, and it starts with lead generation. What type of healthcare facility are you going to be targeting? Because listen to me, you can't help every single type of healthcare facility within healthcare. You gotta narrow it down, especially when you're first starting off as an independent healthcare consultant. So what does that mean? You wanna make sure that you identify who needs your help right now based on your expertise and experience. Are you going to be targeting the pharmaceutical companies or the pharmaceutical industry? Are you going to be targeting sleep centers? Are you going to be targeting blood banks? Are you going to be targeting community hospitals or large hospital systems? Are you going to be targeting children's hospitals? So you really want to get specific and niche down on the type of healthcare clientele that you're going to be pitching to before you pitch. Something to remember when it comes to lead generation, there are cold leads versus warm leads. I won't get into it too much here. I'll create a separate video for you kind of going through the difference between the two. But just remember, if you are a healthcare professional, I'm quite sure you've built up a warm network of leaders, previous colleagues that would love to do business with you if they knew that you were in business independently as a healthcare business consultant. The second step in your corporate sales cycle is beginning your marketing campaigns. Your marketing campaigns are really how you get into the forefront and get on the radar of organizations that you can do business with. An important aspect to the sales process here is really identifying not only the type of healthcare organizations and facilities that you desire to do business with, but also identifying those decision makers within the organization so you can begin those marketing campaigns. So you're probably wondering, Elle, how can I market my healthcare consulting firm? How can I get on the forefront of healthcare organizations that I want to do business with? Well, again, we go back to marketing campaigns, and there are so many different ways in which you can market your healthcare consulting firm. Number one, you need to have a website. Number two, you need to identify what type of associations do leaders within your target demographic attend. Because the sooner that you know where those leaders are who are decision makers, that's key. Wherever those decision makers are, you need to be there, networking, speaking, sharing your expertise and your thought leadership. A really great way to conduct a marketing campaign is also through hosting corporate workshops and trainings as lead magnets. That way you can qualify that decision maker at the type of healthcare facility you desire to partner and do business with is interested. I love hosting corporate workshops where I'm inviting those leaders to come to a training that I'm hosting. I can ask them questions before the training to really get an understanding of where they are and the type of problems that they have. So again, many different ways to market your firm. I'm going to create some more video content for you around that topic if you're interested. The third step in the corporate sales cycle is a discovery call. So before you can convert a corporate client, you have to have a conversation with that decision maker, whether it be a single decision maker or a team of decision makers at that organization, to really understand what they need, what they've tried before, and how this problem is impacting their organization. Because at the end of the day, that's how you'll understand what you are going to offer that organization. Now, a misconception with a discovery call is you can have one or two discovery calls and then you should automatically convert after that conversation. And the truth of the matter is, decision makers, especially at your larger organizations, are extremely busy. So there have been times where I've had 4 and 5 discovery calls before I actually have received a decision from a healthcare organization, whether they want to move forward or whether they do not and they want to come back at a later time when they can afford my services as a healthcare business consultant. So you conducted your discovery call. The potential client is interested in moving forth. So what do you do next? You send off that proposal. We want to make sure that the client understands how we can support their organization. I typically offer at least 2 or 3 different options for them to select from, so they know exactly how I'm going to support them with these 3 different deliverables. So one thing to keep in mind about your proposal is nothing should be new in your proposal that you did not already discuss in your discovery call. So even in your discovery call, you should be discussing how you can support their organization in eliminating the problem they're dealing with and different options to help them. The proposal is essentially a recap of that conversation so they can make a selection and moving forth. Congratulations, we've just made it to the very end of the sales cycle. Your potential client is now a client. They have secured an offer via proposal. They've signed the contract. You've signed the contract. Now in step 5, we can actually end our sales cycle with fulfillment. You are now going to deliver your solution to the organization that you desire to work with in the beginning of this process with lead generation. So we've navigated the corporate sales cycle. My hope is that through this information, you are that much more confident with taking a qualified healthcare lead through the sales journey to convert them into an actual clientele. If you have additional questions regarding healthcare consulting, sales, or marketing, feel free to share your questions in the comments. I look at all of those and would love to support you in your journey. And for those of you who are interested in a healthcare sales training, I'm going to share the link below also to a training that I host specifically for healthcare consultants or anyone who is selling to the healthcare corporate world. So enjoy, and I will see you next time.